Hey everyone, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a dupes video to the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. And the palette that I found that I will be duping the Naked Heat palette with is the Bad Habit Inferno palette. But if you're not sure of this palette, this is what the inside looks like. You get beautiful warm tone shades. Warm tone shades have really been in lately, and a lot of companies have been coming out with warm tone palettes. I'm going to be inserting a review and also some swatches, and also the look that I am wearing, I will be inserting it first. I actually did one eye of this Inferno Bad Habit and the other eye of the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. Could you guess which one was which? Leave your guesses down below to see if you did guess correctly. My lighting, I changed it a little bit. Actually, the only thing I changed actually is adding a white background. So I kind of feel like I look 3D-ish and I really like pop. I'm not sure how much I like it because I did watch, like I filmed a little clip and then watched it back, and I don't know, like I felt like I was too kind of like 3D-ish. But let me know also down below what you guys think of this setup. I might change it up. I wanted something different, but I might change it back to my like brownish yellow background that I had, and which was just the color of my walls. But yeah, let me know also down below what you guys think of this lighting. I don't know, I like it and then I don't. So if you want to see what I think about this palette and also see it in action, just keep on watching, and also please thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Let's just jump right in. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids, and I'm just going to be taking this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. I'm going to be taking the same eyeshadow primer for both eyes. I'm going to be taking the Inferno palette on my right side, and then I'm going to be taking Naked Heat in my left side. So I'm going to be showing you guys which shade I'm using in this palette. And then for the Urban Decay, for my left side, I'm just going to be inserting a picture and putting something, marking the shade that I'm using. That way I'm not holding each palette, you know, up and down, showing you guys. So I'm going to be taking the same brush for both sides. Set my eyeshadow primer. I'm going to be taking the shade called Baked, which is this one right here, and just setting the whole eyeshadow primer to make sure we have a smooth canvas. And then in the Naked Heat palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Chaser, and with the same brush, setting the eyeshadow primer again. So I'm going to clean that off, and the first shadow I'm going to take is the shade called Warmth, which is right here, with the same fluffy brush, and I'm going to be applying this in my crease. And I have used this palette one time, and I did find that it was pretty blendable. I didn't have any issues with blendability or pigmentation or anything. Then with the same brush, I'm going to be taking the shade called Low Blow. And I find that with both of these palettes, I don't have to like really sweep my brush in there. You just dip your brush into the shadow a couple times and the pigmentation is there. The next shadow I'm going to be taking is the shade called Hot Spot. And I'm going to go in with a more defined brush, which is my Coastal Scents brush that I love. This palette is really pigmented. So far, I don't really see. There is some kickback, but nothing too crazy. And then I'm going to wipe my brush. I'm going to take Heat Devil from the Naked Heat palette. Heat Devil seems to be a little more pigmented than Hotspot was, but again, I could just build it up. For my brow bone, to bring up any shadow that I went up too high with, I'm going to be taking White Hot and just this pencil crease brush and applying it up here to highlight my brow bone area, and again to bring any shadow down that I went up too high with. And I'm going to take my little fluffy brush here and blend out any harsh lines. For the Naked Heat palette, I'm going to be taking Ounce to highlight my brow bone. And again, taking my fluffy brush and blending out any harsh lines. On my lids, I'm going to be taking the shade called Blaze, which is right here, a beautiful burgundy shade with a flat shader brush. So this shade looks pretty vibrant, but I want it to be more vibrant. So I'm going to pack my brush again into that Blaze shade. And I'm going to spray it with some of this Mario Badescu facial spray. Just to get it wet and to make it more vibrant. Very beautiful. I'm going to flip the brush, and on the other side I'm going to take Scorched from Heat Palette. And I'm going to pack it on first, and then I will be applying some of the spray. Okay, so I'm going to pack my brush again, and then I'm going to spray it. So my lids look a little different, and it's because I used the wrong shade for my lids for this look. I was supposed to use Dirty Talk instead of Scorched. Oh yeah, I already messed it up, so maybe I could add some of the Dirty Talk on top to kind of change the lid color. So I'm going to pack some on my brush and then spray it to get it a little more vibrant and see, hopefully it kind of matches it. Yeah, definitely. Dirty Talk would be the dupe for Blaze, not Scorched like I did say it was. To deepen up my outer corners, I'm going to be taking Smolder right here, the darkest shade in this palette, and a little bit goes a very long way. So I'm just going to be applying this on the outer part here to smoke out this look. And I'm just tapping my brush twice and kind of trying to blend it out. I'm going to build it. I'm sure if I really pack my brush, like this has fallout, so I don't really want this falling onto the face. So I'm just tapping lightly and packing it onto the lids and blending it out as well. And on this side, the dupe for that shade is called Ashes. This one doesn't seem as pigmented, or like I actually am rubbing my brush in here to really get product on my brush. I have like fallout on this side. I actually have no fallout on the Bad Habit one, and on this one I have a whole bunch of fallout right here from the lids and now the dark outer corners. But I do find that this shade is Ashes from the Heat palette. You do have to build this one up a little more than the darker shade from the Bad Habit palette. So I'm going to finish off the eyes off of camera, and I'll be right back to go on with the review and tell you what I think about the palette. So this is the final look with both of the palettes. I feel like they are really similar. I don't really see a difference. Pigmentation is there. The only thing I do notice is that I had fallout on the Urban Decay Naked side. I have some color right here from the lid shade. I did have some fallout, but it's like, it's eyeshadow and it's red. It's not like it's gonna come off. But I do have some fallout right here from my lids. I do also notice that the Naked Heat side has more, like it's more darker than this side. And I feel like I went in with the brush like the same amount for both of the palettes. But overall, these shades look pretty similar. Obviously, the pigmentation is there. What do you guys think of my look, and what do you guys think of the pigmentation? Like, I feel like pigmentation is obviously there for the $10 here. Really great dupe if you can't afford the Urban Decay. I believe it's like $54 for the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, and you're really wanting it. I think Inferno by Bad Habit is a really good dupe. Again, I'm just going to do a little quick review on this palette. So this is what the packaging looks like. You get this nice red and yellow kind of fiery packaging, and then it also does have kind of like ridges on here. Can you guys hear it? Like, it's pretty nice. It's a really nice box packaging. And then in the back you also get the name of the palette, and it says 12 color eyeshadow collection. It has the ingredients and badhabitbeauty.com, and then their like social media links. If you're wondering, this is cruelty free. And then the packaging has actually the same packaging as the box, and again you do feel kind of like little ridges on this as well. You can feel them all around the packaging. Again, same information from the back of the box is in the back of the palette as well. And then you also do get this is cardboard, so you do get a magnetic closure. So as you can see here, it's kind of hard, but yeah, there's a magnetic closure. And then it did come with the plastic protector sheets on my little desk here, and then you also do get a mirror as well. It's kind of small, but it's pretty perfect for just to look at your eyes to do your eyeshadow. And this is what the shades in here look like. Let me do a side-by-side on both of the palettes. You guys can really see that these are pretty similar palettes. I already dipped my nail in the dark shade from Bad Habit. But here is a side-by-side. As you could see, these shades are so similar. Very, very similar. You do get 12 shades in this palette, exactly the same as the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. They also have 12 shades in that palette. Really buttery and smooth. There is some fallout. It's not like there's no fallout at all. When you kind of pack your brush in there, you do get kind of like kickback, but I usually try to use the kickback as well. I don't try to be dipping it and swirling my brush in the shadows. Then also you could use discount codes. There are discount codes for shophush.com. Didn't mention that, but you can get this palette at shophush.com or the ShopHush app, and you can use discount codes that are out floating around here on YouTube. The only thing is that you cannot use discount codes on the app. So if you want to use a discount code, shop online, but if you want to just pay the price of the palette, it's $10, and you're not going to pay for shipping. So I feel like it's kind of a little cheaper to just buy it on the app because you're just going to pay $10, the price of the palette. You're not going to pay for shipping or anything like that. If you don't want to download the app, you can order on the site, but you do have to pay shipping, and I believe it's like $4 or $5. As I'm talking about this, I'm going to be inserting swatches on this. I'll be doing, the top row will be the Bad Habit Inferno palette, and then on the bottom it will be the dupe from the Naked Heat palette. And then I also like that they used shades. The shade names are also like fire shades, you know, heat. They aren't even similar. They're not similar to the Heat palette at all. I did find that all of them were pretty pigmented, really nice. You do have some fallout on the Bad Habit, but it's pigmented. I don't mind fallout. I always do my eyes first before I do foundation, so it doesn't really bother me. So if you do your face usually first, I would recommend you doing your eyes first. But in this case, the Naked Heat palette had more fallout than the Bad Habit did. But if you don't want any fallout on your face, I just recommend you doing your eyeshadow first and then your foundation. So overall, I give this palette a thumbs up. If you want an alternative to the Urban Decay Naked Heat, if it's out of your price range, or you want something just super affordable, go ahead and pick this palette up. This video is not sponsored. I did pay for this palette myself. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also please subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye!